Alrighty, what's up everybody? My peeps! What's going on my peeps and you pieces of shit? Peter Joseph here for another video. Video number 2 on your 2 for Wednesday. Right here, once again, on the Peter fucking Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other channels down there in the basement, otherwise known as the description box below. And as always, follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But gotta be real, if you're not, you're getting blocked, and you can go suck a fat one, okay? Don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap and slap that bell. Treat it like it's a bitch. And smack it around, smack that bell around. Tell who's boss, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, well, you're SOL, and you know what that means. And that's pretty much it. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on this video or any one of my videos on my respective channels. Subscribe to my channels. And follow me on social media and hit that bell so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, that's too bad for you. That's pretty much it. Alrighty, everybody. Video number 2 on your late Wednesday night, October the 25th, 2023. Or if you're watching tomorrow or from somewhere else, it is now October the 26th, 2023. We are, if you're a music fan, this great band, in this moment, their new record, God Mode, will be out pretty much by this time tomorrow. Not tomorrow, I meant Friday. So, go download it on Spotify right now. Do it now. Do it now. Or you can buy it on Amazon. You can buy it on the In This Moment's official website. Or you can go to, well, they don't sell any, I think they still sell CDs at Best Buy, so. I think they got rid of DVDs and Blu-rays. I don't know why. I think Best Buy might be going out of business pretty soon, but I digress. But anyway, wherever you buy music, Apple Store, Spotify, wherever else you buy music, download the new In This Moment masterpiece called God Mode. And it's freaking epic. And I will be doing, on Saturday, if I have time Saturday, I will be doing a album review for the new record called God Mode. So, I'm not going to play any of the songs, so I don't want to get copyright claimed. I mean, I could, but, you know. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So that's that. I'm excited for Friday, because a lot of things happening on Friday. We got God Mode coming out. We got Kelly Osbourne's birthday. Got my dad's birthday over the weekend. So that's going to be big weekend. And, you know, with SmackDown and SmackDown and Rampage on Friday night. Collision, a really big episode of Collision on Saturday night. I'll talk about that in a little bit. And don't forget, on Sunday, Week 8 in the NFL, in the league where they play. I'll see how those, how my 49ers do, with or without Brock Purdy. But big game at home in Santa Clara against the Bungles, right before the bye, so hopefully the Niners can win, go to 6-2, or, not go into the bye, and, not going to look good at 5-3. I mean, still might be in the lead in the NFC West, but it's going to get really, really, really tight. Like Rose's pussy, but I digress. But we move on. Now she didn't hear that. She's sleeping. So. But I digress. So, we'll see what happens this weekend. We got the World Series this weekend. Texas Rangers and the Diamondbacks. Should be a pretty good series. We'll see what happens with that. Hockey still going on. Basketball just started. I think the Knicks won. They beat the Celtics. But, actually, let's see about that. since I have a little bit of time, I know they were winning by 2 when I was watching Dynamite. Let's see here. Well, they play Friday. They played Friday at the State Farm Arena. Well, the Knicks lost as Boston, the Celtics, opened the season and beat the Knicks 108-104. So it is what it is. And that's it, So the Celtics, coming off that tragic beatdown by the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. And then the Heat, came really close to beating the world champion Denver Nuggets. So Celtics, come out, get their first win. And we'll see what happens with that. So yeah, so the Knicks lose. That they play Friday. They play Friday night. Well, they were at home too tonight. How do you lose at home to the Celtics? You're the Knicks. So Knicks ain't going anywhere this year either. I don't give a shit. I don't watch basketball. I'm not watching basketball this year anyway, so I don't give a shit. Anyway, so the Knicks play in Atlanta on Friday night. Then they got a back-to-back. Saturday night they'll be in New Orleans against the Pelicans. And then they play on Halloween. Home-and-home series against the Cavaliers. And then November the 3rd, which I believe is next Friday, they're in Milwaukee, which means the good land. Trust me, that's what it means. If you haven't watched Wayne's World 1, then you don't get that reference. So, it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. I think the Rangers play tonight, too. I know they won in Calgary the other day. I think they won 5-2. Well, they have 8 points right now. Boston's got 12 because they're 6-0. Let's see here. I don't know when the next game is. I'd like to have the schedule in front of me, but I don't. I don't know. Nah, I'm not gonna look this up. But anyway, I know the Rangers. They won yesterday, and they defeated the struggling Calgary Flames, and the Rangers were 0-4 in the last 4 trips to the Saddle Dome in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Finally got a win, and like I said, they were 4-2 on the year. First place, Rangers in the Metropolitan Division. That's good, but not in all of hockey right now. But it's early, so we'll see what happens with that. And I did not want to do that, but okay. Alright, I'm not going to look anymore up. Alright, so that's it for that. So, Rangers doing some good shit. So, hockey and basketball starting up. College football continuing on. Got about another month till bowl season. College basketball will be starting pretty much in around the early season, I think, starts at November, and I think the main season is gonna start around Thanksgiving time, and then really kick into gear by December. There's gonna be a lot of sports coming up this year. We got the bowl season, you got the Rose Bowl, and all those bowl games going into January when the big game comes around, like January. I think it's January something, but anyway, blah blah blah. Hockey and basketball will be in full. No pun intended, full gear. Baseball will be done, the off-season, the hot stove will be heating up. See what the Mets do and all that shit. Football, be being just about we're about the halfway point already. I mean, the trade deadline is on Tuesday. That's Halloween. So see what teams make trades and see what happens with that. And all the Niners are thinking about making some trades because I mean they got a lot of money in cap space, got like $44 million. So we'll see what happens with that and where the Niners go in the second half of the season, and it's not easy. No sir. Got Baltimore, 2 against Seattle, Philly, Tampa Bay, Jacksonville, the Rams, and I think they got 2 more games because they're on week 8. They're 5-2 right now, going into week 8. Had the bye in week 9, and then basically from week 10 to week 18, they got like I think 8 or 9 games after that. So it'd be either 5-3. I'd love for them to be 6-2. So those second half games, some of them are gonna be, mean something. So especially those Seattle games and that Philly game in week 13, gonna be interesting. Hopefully the Niners will be at 100%. They do play on Thanksgiving night, I believe, against the Seahawks in Seattle. Then they play on Christmas night, I think, against the Ravens. Oh, that's going to be fun with me and Otaku going at it. Oh, boy. But it's all in the spirit of the competition. Just remember that. But we'll see what happens with that. So hopefully the Niners get a win this week. We sorely need it with or without Brock Purdy. And if not, well, that idiot Sam Darnold will start on Sunday. McCaffrey will still be back. No Debo. That sucks. I don't know about Trent Williams if he's coming back from his ankle injury. So not going to be at full 100% till week 10. Hopefully Debo comes back from his hairline fracture in his shoulder. He sat out this week. He's sitting out week 8. He's going to sit out week 9 because that's rest. So that's going to be good. So he gets about 2 weeks of rest. So hopefully, the shoulder starts healing up pretty good. And he can get back on the field in week 10 in Jacksonville. Or if not, hopefully week 11 at home against Tampa Bay. Because that's going to be a hard game. I mean, Jacksonville's not even easy either. But we're going to need him for those big, huge games. Especially week 13 in Philly. The Seattle games coming up. Washington, I think we got this year too, near the end of the year. Got that Christmas game, got that Thanksgiving game. That'll be tough the next, pretty much the rest of the way. But we'll see what happens with the Niners and all that stuff. So, that's it. Alright, hope everybody had a great Wednesday. Gonna be heating up here in the Northeast by the weekend. Gonna be around 80 degrees here in New York. That's good. Nice little Indian fall. I guess you can't call it Indian summer, but gonna warm up pretty nicely around 77 by Saturday. Sunday's gonna be around 65, 70 degrees. It's not too bad, but as soon as we hit after Halloween, down the drain. We get a little major cool down, gonna be like 50 degrees right like the first couple days of November, and then by next weekend it'll be around 60, so about seasonal weather. But then we turn the clock back next Saturday night at 2 a.m. Becomes 1 a.m. So get an extra hour of sleep, which is nice. So, but after that, you know what's coming. Gonna be counting down those days till winter, and if you're in New York, bat down the hatches. Might get a really bad cold as fuck winter with a lot of snowstorms and maybe some blizzards, nor'easters. Hope you got the snow melt ready. I do. I've been had it ready since the summer. I only even I bought one in January of this year. I have a big ass fuck bag in my my closet. So all I gotta do is just take it out, sprinkle it all, shovel it, and break my back. Break my back more than Rosa breaks my back. Because she's like Mommy Rhea Ripley. She's always on top. Most of the time. Most of the time. Because as even Roman would say, when me and Rosa have sex, it's not like it's like the same thing every single night. It's like missionary position. We don't do that shit. It sucks. But but most nights we don't do missionary position. We invent things, Whether me laying down that pipe or her just breaking my dick and breaking my back. Or we just invent ways, Whatever is the mood, if you will. But it is pretty much what it is. And that's that. So well, yeah. So that's that. Alright, enough about that bull funky. No more bull funky for you guys. Alright, so, but hopefully you have a great day, and I hope you have a great weekend coming up. The final full weekend of October. As counting down the days, we are, as of this video, 5 days away from Halloween. And we are 4 weeks, basically about a month away. Actually, 4 weeks from today, as of this video, we're 4 weeks away from Thanksgiving and the holiday season. Oh, get ready, it's coming very fast. That's what she said. But I digress on that. But can't wait for Thanksgiving. Be with family, be with friends, watch some football. Stuff our faces full of turkey and whatever else we got. Watch some football, hang out, kick ass, and then, pretty much, enjoy the Thanksgiving weekend, Black Friday. Well, everybody, goes to the mall. They try to get those sales. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going to the mall for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna wait. I'm pretty much gonna wait until maybe a couple weeks before Christmas to get my Christmas gifts, or I'm gonna wait till after Christmas sales. But we'll see what happens with that. That's pretty much it for that. All right, but we'll talk about that later. All right, so let's get to, as of right now, it is late, and I want to get this done because I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up early. I got some errands to run in the morning because I have. Well, not in the morning, I should say. I gotta get up from work in the morning, then I gotta go out. So I got a half day of work tomorrow, because I have to go do some errands, and I have to do some other things tomorrow. And that's that, and I'm gonna enjoy my weekend. Celebrate my daddy's birthday over the weekend, and, that's pretty much it. We got nothing else to do, until Halloween, when I got a Halloween concert on Halloween night, so I will not be around at all until late night to do your NXT review, and I will be watching NXT, but not, obviously at the scheduled time of 8 p.m., I'll be watching it probably like 1 o'clock in the morning, and do the review either later, depending on how tired I am, or I'm going to be doing it probably the next day, which is the first day of November, so we'll see what happens with that. But pretty much as I get into November, I'll be very busy with Crown Jewel. I got concerts coming up. Got 2 big concerts coming up right around Thanksgiving. I got an indie show in between, just crazy. So. And then as we hit the greatest month in the world with the greatest days in the world, we just counting down the days to Ozzy's birthday, my birthday, and the greatest day of the world. Jesus Christ the Lord, same day as me, and let me kill my stew from Motorhead. We played rock and roll, rock out with your cock out. Alright, we got that, and the beautiful Maria Brink, and the mighty Chris Howarth of In This Moment. birthday's right before mine, actually a week before mine, which is great. Then we celebrate Christmas. Then we got New Year's Eve, the end of the year, and then by the time you blink, it'll be 2024. So get ready for that. In the next, pretty much 8 to almost 12 weeks of the rest of this year. So enjoy it as we close out 2023 and then start fresh and start new for 2024. And hopefully 2024 is a better year, a great year for some of you. If you had a great year this year, I hope you have a great year next year. If you didn't have such a great year this year, then hopefully it will be better next year. And if you had a really bad year this year, for some of you, I hope you have a worse year. But I digress. On that. So far I've had an pretty much up and down year. So, but I'm gonna try to finish strong and just do my videos and live my life. Got the concerts coming up, gonna make me really happy. Be with the missus, be with my family, be with my friends, because I got real friends, unlike you dumb people. All you got is... And that too. But I digress on that. Anyway, we move on. Alright, let's get into your late night AEW Dynamite! Yes! Review! For October the 25th, 2023, we are emanating live from the Liquor Center, I can't even say it. I'm going to try to say it, Licorice Center, I call it the Licorice Center. Anyway, some little dinky place in that shithole of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Home of those pedophile Eagles and those chokers known as the Philadelphia Filthies. Ha! Eat that, bitches. That's all I gotta say about that. And also, will be the home for WrestleMania XL. That's 40 for you dumb people who don't know Roman numerals. But I digress. Alright, so we're from shithole country, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And our commentary team, as always on Wednesday nights, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, the man from Red Hook Brother, a big-time Met fan, and my buddy, Taz. Red Hook Brother. Okay, sorry. And the legend himself, my friend, and hopefully yours, Tony Baloney Schiavone. Alright, we're still on the road to Full Gear. We're about 3 weeks away. As of this Saturday, we'll be 3 weeks away. And more storylines. The main storyline with MJF and Jay White. That's continuing on. We also got a new match. Actually, maybe 2 matches for Full Gear added. So, total of 3 so far. That's not bad. So, probably the next 2 weeks, we're probably going to get like 4, 5, 10 more matches knowing Tony Khan, but we've got to do the pre-show, we got to do the main show, storylines with the women, and all the other titles that'll be on the line. So, we got that. The big one tonight was for the Dynamite Diamond Ring, MJF, Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker, taking on Juice Robinson of the Bang Bang Gang, the Bullet Club, Too Sweet for the Love of God, and also Guns Up, and that's pretty much it. And also, in the main event, a dream tag team match, we had Bryan Danielson, yes, and Claudio Castagnoli teaming up against the All-International Champion, freshly squeezed orange juice, Orange Cassidy, and the legend from Japan, because as we all know, Japan, #1 forever, as Terry Funk would say. And that man is the Lean Maker, Okada-san, yes. Alright, so Okada back on AEW, well, I think it's the first time on AEW, well, not the first time, because the first time was when he had that stare down with Bryan Danielson before he fucked him up at Forbidden Door 2. So what they do tonight. They're gonna beat the shit out of each other on that mighty ring. But we shall see what happens with that. And also, a lot more. And that's it. Another episode where not so many matches, a lot of storyline based driven show, basically. Well, we got that. Anyway, NXT last night did 767,000 views. Not bad. A little up from last week. I don't even know what they did last week. I think they did around 700-something thousand as well. But you knew they were gonna start going down because they're on Tuesday nights again. We got that, and also in some brief news, AEW news. Two little notes here. I mentioned, I think, on my last video, Ring of Honor, their final pay-per-view of the year, Final Battle, will not be in New York and will not be on December the 29th or 30th. It will be December the 15th, which is a Friday night. So going up against SmackDown and Rampage, which sucks, but anyway. So Final Battle will be emanating from Garland, Texas, like it was last year. So New York gets shafted for Final Battle. But, and there's always a but, and it stinks. Well, this time it doesn't stink, because AEW announced tonight that they're gonna have two pay-per-views that year. One for, well, not that year, for December. One, December the 15th, and then 2 weeks later, the final pay-per-view of the year, their 8th pay-per-view this year, AEW will present their new pay-per-view called World's End. How fitting. December the 30th, where? Well, not going to be in a big arena in New York, but it is in New York. And it's not at Madison Square Garden, it's not the Hammerstein. It's going to be at the Nassau Mausoleum, the USB Center, in Nassau, Long Island, New York. So New York will get a pay-per-view, but not the one I wanted. I mean, AEW's coming in Long Island. You think I'm gonna go? Fuck no. As much as that arena looks better than the old Nassau Mausoleum, I am not traveling all the way to Nassau to get there at like 4 o'clock in the evening, the late afternoon. I have to take the freaking LIWR all the way to the Nassau Coliseum, then probably take an Uber just to get there, and then take it back. Because I don't think there's any buses that go back to even the train station. By the time the thing ends, I don't know when the last freaking LIWR train goes back to either Brooklyn or to New York City. And if there is one, I have to get it real quick because I'm not going to stay there till like 4 o'clock in the morning and get home. I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, how am I going to get home? I don't know. So if you're going by train, I think you might want to leave early. Extra early. To get there, and then coming back, good luck. Unless you want to take an Uber, and a long Uber trip, depending where you live, to either Manhattan, or if you live in Brooklyn, that's gotta be a long trip. It's been like $60 just to get home. At least $60. So, unless you're, carpooling, that's the way to go. Or, I don't know how anybody else is gonna get there besides maybe the train. Because that pay-per-view ends like 12:30. Good luck getting the train. Like I said, I don't know when the last train to New York is for the LIWR. I did do it once, and I was able to get it after midnight. But I was like on the end of Long Island. I was on not near the Hamptons per se, but I forgot where I actually was. But it was me, Rose, and a couple friends went to see another friend in Long Island. Had a good party, karaoke, and all that good shit. But it was getting late. I was like, oh, we gotta get home. How are we gonna get home? But eventually we did, like 2 o'clock in the morning. But we had to take the LIWR train to New York City. Then we had to take take the local train down by my parents' house, and we had to take an Uber to go home, which is like 10 minutes away. So we didn't have to, Well, I mean, the only thing we paid for was the LIRR tickets back, going to Long Island, coming back, and then pretty much after that but the only thing we spent money on was a little bit of food. Actually, no, we had food there. We had drinks and a little bit of dinner, which is like $25, and then we wasted like 15 more bucks on the cab. So overall, about $50 we spent going to Long Island. But that was like many moons ago. But I digress. But anyway, AEW's final pay-per-view of the year, World's End, will emanate from the Nassau Mausoleum in Long Island, New York, at the USB Center. Well, same thing, the Nassau Mausoleum, December the 30th, which means December the 29th, we're going to get round 2 of SmackDown versus Collision. We get round 1 November the 17th. So, we're 3 weeks away from SmackDown's bitch slap again to AEW. So, and we're going to get more of that next year in 2024 because AEW is going to have pay-per-views all year round. Most of them are going to be Ring of Honor pay-per-views, but, for those 12 months, 8 of them are going to be AEW pay-per-views, and 4 of them will be Ring of Honor pay-per-views. So we're going to get, for Ring of Honor, we're going to get Supercard of Honor, Death Before Dishonor, Final Battle, of course. What was the fourth one? I think the fourth one will be Glory by Honor. Or maybe also Extravaganza. We'll have to see about that. But I know the big one after Final Battle is going to be Supercard of Honor, which will probably be in late March or right around that weekend of WrestleMania. So, God forbid they do it on a Saturday. Supercard of Honor against WrestleMania. Who wins WrestleMania? There's no, who would want to watch a Ring of Honor pay-per-view on a Saturday night going up against WrestleMania? You think anybody in that shithole stadium in Philly gonna be watching Ring of Honor in the press box? I doubt that. But yeah, so like I said, November 17th, the Friday Night War between SmackDown and Collision, and we'll see what Tony Khan has up his sleeve. And also, December the 29th, there will be round 2. So, right at the end of the year, SmackDown versus Collision, to end the year, and pretty much, SmackDown is going to wipe the floor with Collision, because they're on a major network, and I mean, even though Collision's on TNT, everybody's going to be watching SmackDown at 8 p.m., not so much Collision, depending on the matches that happen. So, Tony Khan better put on some great matches like he's going to put on this Saturday night. And hopefully that rating this weekend is going to go way up. I mean, they did over 400 thousand for this week, well, last week I should say. And we'll see what happens with that. I think he's putting on a great card for Collision, because SmackDown barely going to get 2 million views on FS1. Most likely they're going to get like 1.2 to 1.6 at most. But, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you have Optimum here in New York, you get it. For me, in the rich man's cable, no! Because Dish, I don't know why, but they don't have FS1. Sucks! So you have to fire up the stream and everything. You don't have to go on. I could go on Peacock, but I don't want to go on Peacock. I'd rather get it for free on a free stream. Like I watch all my pay-per-views, so get it for free. You dumbasses have to pay like $6.90. Well, depending on what site you go on, unless if it's Peacock, or you watch it on if you watch it on Bleacher Report and the Fight Network, you pay around $15. But I get it for free because I'm Mr. VIP. Hey, that rhymes. And that's that. Alright. So like I said, once again, AEW World's End, December the 30th at the Nassau Mausoleum in New York. Well, not New York City, but New York. So that should be pretty damn good. Tickets go on sale next weekend. You know that's gonna sell out. It has to. I mean, if you can't sell out the Nassau Mausoleum for that show, there's something wrong there. I mean, you couldn't even sell a Grand Slam. That's sad. At Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium. But hopefully, I hope. I think Full Gear is just about a sellout, which is good because it's in LA. It's Bucks country, so they have to sell it out. Ring of Honor probably won't get I would think they probably get around 3,000 people at least in that shitty, whatever rinky-dink arena in Garland, Texas. And then World's End at the Nassau Mausoleum, which holds about 20,000 at most. It'd be nice to have 15,000 people there, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens with that, but yeah. And NXT, Survivor Series is a definitely sellout in Chicago. Chicago! We all know that. And then NXT Deadline, I don't know where that is. I don't know if it's going to be at the Capitol Wrestling Center or it's going to be in another state, but we'll see. But I would think they'll get almost a sellout for NXT Deadline. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so Excalibur, Tony Baloney, and Taz on commentary. And we start off this epic episode of Dynamite. It was pretty damn good tonight. We start off with Renee Paquette looking pretty damn nice in that nice white blouse, dress, whatever it is. She looked pretty damn nice, as she always does. And she talks about, what's coming up on the show. And then she brings in the man himself, Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker, MJF, without his belt. Still, he has the Ring of Honor Tag Team belt still. So, he's in the back. He's like, he's so happy. He has his phone. He's like, boop, 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 boop. And then he calls Adam Cole, baby! And he actually picks up this time. Because he's probably home in Florida now. He was on Twitch, yesterday he was on Twitch. Playing Resident Evil Separate Ways. So, that was good. I was in the chat for a little bit. Not too long because I had to go out, so. But, he's doing good, coming off triple ankle surgery. Oy. I don't know when he's coming back, what the timetable is for his comeback. I would pretty much assume, and you know what happens when you assume? I would say 4 to 6 months before we get Adam Cole, baby, back in that ring. So, if not by Double or Nothing, probably by, I would say by April or maybe May. So maybe he gets to that, maybe he comes back at Fyter Fest, or he comes back at Fight for the Fallen, somewhere around May, or maybe he comes back at Forbidden Door 3. But we'll see what happens with the man, Adam Cole, baby. But he got the surgery, he's now rehabbing, and we'll see how long that rehab takes. But like I said, I think it's going to be around 4, maybe 6 months. But we'll see. Alright, so MJF calls Adam Cole. He's like, I miss you, man! Get back here! And then, as he's talking to Adam Cole, guess who comes in the shot? Roddy, in his wheelchair with his neck brace, being pushed by the rest of the kingdom. I'm Matt Taven, and the man who punches people in the wiener and gives them a pile driver, and that's Mike Bennett. So Roddy accuses MJF of being behind the devil mask. Maybe, maybe not. So MJF's like, doesn't even want to hear that, doesn't even want to hear Roddy scream. So he just shows the wheelchair away, and like Roddy's like going, like you hear him go, ah! Adam! He's rolling down, they're like, oh shit! He wasn't feeling neck strong tonight. And still, Matt T went a goddamn giraffe. Oy. So, Roddy's screaming his lungs out, like, Adam! I thought he was gonna say, Max! So, anyway, so he shows Roddy away, then he looks at the camera a little serious now, promises to take out the Bullet Club tonight, meaning Juice Robinson and the rest of the Bullet Club, the Ass Boys, and the self-proclaimed AEW World Heavyweight Champion Jay White. So as he's doing that, we cut to a shot of the devil himself in the devil mask, and he's like, he shoves the camera away. It's getting interesting. People still think it's MJF. I don't think so. I don't think it's MJF. People saying it's Roddy. People saying it's Kyle O'Reilly. Even people still think it's Adam Cole. I doubt that. I think he's going to reveal himself at the pay-per-view. So, wait till Full Gear for the reveal. If not, the night before on Collision. But it could be like 6,000 people actually thinking it's CM Punk. If it's CM Punk, that's probably the biggest swerve in the history of the sport. Yeah, he's the devil. So how do you play that off? That Tony Khan didn't fire him at all? It's not Punk. It is not CM Punk. Unless there's something that we don't know, that maybe Tony Khan and CM Punk are working behind the scenes and being hush-hush about it. And it's like, oh, we're sorry, Punk's like, I'm sorry, Tony. I'm sorry, I'll kiss your ass and suck your dick. Just give me my job back. I'll be the devil, Tony's like, that's a good idea, but just keep it hush-hush. But there's like a 0.01% chance of that being CM Punk. I think it's Roddy. He's a slim guy, so it could be Punk, but I doubt it. I still think it's either Roddy or it can't be Jay White, because how can he beat up himself? So I'm thinking it could be Juice Robinson, because there was 4 of them. Mind you, there was 4 of them. So maybe Juice Robinson beat up Jay White to get control of Bullet Club. People say it's David Finlay. Maybe. How about this? Maybe it's Kenny. Maybe it's Kenny, and Kenny will get back the belt, and we have Kenny versus Jay White all over again from like 2 years ago. When Jay White beat Kenny for the then U.S. title. At Wrestle Kingdom, was that Wrestle Kingdom or was it I think it was either at Wrestle Kingdom or after it, I forget. But in any case, it could be Kenny. It'd be funny if it's Tony Khan. That'd be funny as fuck. It was me, Max! It was me! All along! I'm not gonna give you a contract. You can go to Hunter and suck his dick. But it could be anyone, so we'll see what happens with that pretty much in the next 3 weeks. So I think he will be revealed either on that Dynamite that we go Full Gear, Collision, or most likely at Full Gear itself. Probably near the end, because I think the main event will be Jay White versus MJF. And I would think that we might see the Devil during the night, and then probably if I think MJF is going to retain against Jay White, and then the Devil comes out, beats the fuck out of him, or the lights go out, and we see MJF like completely knocked, gone. He's like done. In the middle of the ring, he's out. He's like knocked out. Then we see the devil, like, everyone's like, wait, he can't knock out himself. Like, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? And he takes off the mask, it's like, I knew it was him. I knew it was him all along. So sure you did. But I would think it has to be a shocking debut or a return. And if it's a return, then I'm thinking it's Kyle O'Reilly. Like I said, if you look at the devil himself, when they showed him, like, from top to bottom, it's a slim guy. So, can't be MJF. If you people think it's MJF, then why would he beat up himself? Or maybe he's playing two parts. He's doing the serious side, and then we see him beating up Jay White. So, it could be MJF. It's too obvious, though. But then, it could be Roddy, with the other four guys being Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, and who are the other two guys? Well, Kyle O'Reilly would probably be one of them. The fourth guy, doubt be Adam Cole. I think it's going to be Bobby Fish. So, in a way, you could have 3/4 of the Undisputed Era just without Adam Cole. Or maybe it was Adam Cole the entire time. We don't know. But let's not dwell on it. Let's just wait a couple weeks, and then we'll get this big reveal. But then again, knowing Tony Khan's like, hey, let's bring back the Black Scorpion gimmick. And then he'll finally talk like, Max, I'm back. Fight, Sting. Fight. And then they fight at, like, at World's End, and then in a cage. And then the Black Scorpion or the devil gets revealed. It's not gonna be Ric Flair. When we get to Ric Flair, I'll tell you about that in a minute, but anyway, kind of spoiled it, but anyway, we move on. Alright, so I get that first part 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the ring with the pyro goes off. We are ready to go on Dynamite with our first match of the night for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker. See if he can go 5 for 5. But he's got a big opponent named Juice Robinson, and he also has the Bang Bang Club at ringside, the Ass Boys at ringside. Jay White eventually comes out later, joins commentary. So we got that. This match was pretty good. It's also, Fast and Furious, with a big fight. MJF then sends Juice to the floor. Juice is then sent over a table, which allows MJF to grab some water. Maybe he was thirsty. And then said water gets spit in Juice's face, and Juice is split wide open, I guess going headfirst into the ring post on the outside, before he got thrown over the barricade. Because how are you going to get split open by water? It was powerful water. I don't know. Anyway, so we got some blood, motherfuckers. That's always nice. And then the Ass Boys offer the distraction. Juice sends MJF into the ring steps to even things up. Then a DDT on the apron. Ow! Rocks MJF again, as Juice is really busted wide open, almost like a stuffed pig Crimson Mask, if you will. Juice then hammers away, and then Jay White comes out to taunt MJF as we go to break. And then, as we come back, MJF grabs some slams, then nails the kangaroo kick. And then the Guns offer another distraction, and Juice then hits a leg lariat for a near fall, but MJF comes right back, pokes Juice right in the eyes, Roddy Piper style, and he's like, okay. Juice spits in his face because he's not cool. And then hits a big left hand, that big mighty left hand. But MJF fights back, loads up the Heat Seeker, but opts to dive onto the Ass Boys instead. Goes back in, and Juice kicks the bottom rope right in MJF's small nuts, because he has a micro wiener. And it's also a forward DDT for a near fall. As Jay White goes to commentary, and he's losing his mind. Like, come on! So then Juice loads up his version of the Dynamite ring, which you got at TJ Maxx for like $24.99. Thanks to the Ass Boys distracting the referee again. I think it was Bryce. Couldn't you just kick him out, Bryce? Anyway, but MJF grabs his Dynamite ring, the real thing, and he looks at the game and is like, eh. And he knew it was coming. He hits him in the face with it, behind Bryce's back. And I think he took out the Ass Boys as well. Then he loads up the Heat Seeker. Boom! Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3 in 15 minutes. Even though it lasted 30 minutes with commercials and shit. But 15-minute match. MJF, 5-peats. 5 years in a row, he has defended and retained the Dynamite Diamond Ring. So, he's going to go into 2024 if he stays in AEW, which he probably will. And by this time next year, we'll probably be going for 6 for 6. But we'll see. I would think he would lose sometime, but we'll see what happens with that. But match was pretty good. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. And then after the match, we got a basic we got a beat down by the Ass Boys as Juice was trying to collect himself because he got knocked loopy. And then Jay White comes in for the beatdown as well. But then the Kingdom comes down in for the save. Jay White runs in to even things up, even after Matt Taven and Mike Bennett got clotheslined out of the ring by the Ass Boys. So much for them, huh? And Roddy's just in his wheelchair, can't do anything. I mean, he could have just got up, because you know that injury's fake, right? We all know that injury's fake. You weren't next strong there, Roddy. But anyway, as they're getting beat up, we have The Acclaimed, Max Caster, and Anthony Bones, and Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn. Don't forget, ladies, scissor me, mommy ass. So they come out, and they clear the ring. They eventually help Max to his feet. So the Bullet Club bails, and then the Ass Boys get on the mic and challenge MJF for the Ring of Honor Tag Team belts at Full Gear. So once again, Max is doing double duty, and I think this might be where the Ring of Honor Tag Team belts probably go to the Ass Boys. So Bullet Club might come out with some gold, or all the gold. I still don't think Jay White's gonna beat MJF, but I think the Ass Boys will beat him in a 2-on-1 handicap match, basically like he did at All Out against the Dark Order, and won. So he's still the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions until otherwise told. So MJF says, "I'm in." So that match is now official for Full Gear. So that's match number 2 on your scorecard. But Max says, "I'm not going to wait till Full Gear to face Jay White." So he's like, "Next week, that 8-man tag team match you were talking about there, Jay, that match is now on." So that's next week on Dynamite from wherever it's going to be. So we got the Bullet Club, the Ass Boys, Jay White, and Juice Robinson against Max and 3 members of his choosing. So Roddy's like, Max, pick us! Max like, "Shut up, Roddy simp," or something like that. I forgot what he said. Then basically, Max Caster, he wants the scissor, and MJF's like, "Nope." So then Billy Gunn gets all pissy for some odd reason. And then, on the way out, he threatens to send Roddy over a cliff. Damn, that's all I gotta say, pretty much about that. So anyway, so basically, he tells, Max, no, then he tells Roddy, no, but then Max is like, so you're saying there's a chance, the old Dumb and Dumber line. You think there's a chance? You're saying no. Yeah. So then, so MJF leaves. So MJF will have 3 different partners, or unless we're gonna find that out on Rampage or Collision. Most likely Collision this week. So as he leaves, we hear the music of Kenny, by God Omega. I bid you adieu. Goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang! That's pretty much it. So he comes out for an epic stare down, gets on the mic, and says, Max, you have something that I want. Well, you don't have it right now, but it's something that I want, and that is the world title. So MJ's like, you want a title shot? Good! We're gonna do it in Uncasville, Connecticut, at the MGM, at the, where are they at? That stupid place in Connecticut. No, Mohegan Sun, I should say. They're at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut this Saturday night. So that's official. That's going to be a big banger of a match. So Collision might actually do some good ratings this week. I think they do phenomenal ratings, not AJ Styles phenomenal, but you know what I mean. So anyway, Kenny's like, deal. And then they do their catchphrases and everything. And then Kenny pulls MJF in and says, and then gets close to his ear and says, 3 days, bitch. So right now we're at 343 days, actually this video, 344 days as champ for MJF. So if Kenny wins, he will start his second reign as champ and keep his 346 days as champ. But if MJF wins, then he keeps the belt and will be the longest reigning AEW World Champ in history. And that's pretty much it. So 30 minutes of all that. So they really packed it in. So you had a great match with MJF and Juice. Then the beatdown. Then Kenny comes out, and then the Ring of Honor Tag Team Titles match is made, and then Kenny and MJF is made. So that whole 30 minutes was a long time. Could have lasted a little bit less, but still pretty damn good. So anyway, so I gave the match 3.25 out of 5 stars. I gave the Aftermath segment 3.5 out of 5 stars. So all in all, a good 30 minutes of AEW right there. But we got a lot more to go. Alright, excuse me. After that, we go to Wardlow. Wardlow is has a promo. He's running up the steps of the Philadelphia Museum like Rocky from Rocky 2. So he talks about how he was away going to a dark place. Basically not getting used. He watched MJF become the face of the company, despite him running through MJF a few months before that. Before he won the world title, I think in November last year, Full Gear. Now he wants revenge. So, damn, Max has a lot of contenders for his belt. Joe, Wardlow, Kenny, Jay White. I mean, basically everybody on the roster, they want a piece of his ass. So, we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that segment 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, there we go, back into the arena for match number 2. Tag team action, my friends. Tag team action player, if you will. So we had the Dark Order of the Beaver Boys, Johnny Huggy and Alex Reynolds. They team up to take on Taz's son, the FTW World Champion. Send for the man! Hey, Hook! Get in here, bring your Doritos. He's here, ladies and gentlemen. Hook is here with his Doritos. Mikey, Doritos are very tasty. Cactus, what did I tell you with those Doritos? Stop saying that. But Terry, they're very tasty. You should try one. Cactus, how many times do I have to tell you I'm dead? I can't have Doritos in heaven. They don't even have good potato chips here in catering. God damn it! Damn it! Cactus! Cherry! Cherry! Okay. Bang! Okay, stop. Stop now. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. Mick, stop. Calm down. Tranquilo. Take it easy. Take it easy. Forever! Okay. Cherry! You only can say that once. Great man that you are. Forever! I'll say it. You can say it. I'll say it. Forever! And never! Okay, I'll stop. Anyway, alright, so we have the FTW champion Hook and a man that's well known in Philly, and that is Rob Van Dam. You suck. Alright, so we have Hook and Rob Van Dam against the Beaver Boys. What's up? Match. Nothing great. Starts off with Hook working on Alex Reynolds' arm. Then he hands it off to RVD, who gets a big reaction from Philly, because ECW country. Why not? And then the Dark Order is sent to the floor. We go to break, come right back. RVD strikes away at Johnny Hungy, John Silver, and then has to kick Alex Reynolds to the floor. Hook comes back in, and then he slugs away at Johnny Hungy, but then Alex Reynolds makes a save, and then Evil Uno, I didn't even know he was out there, brings in a chair, so Van Dam does what he does best, hits the Van Daminator to a big pop. Then he goes up top, hits the 5-star frog splash on Alex Reynolds, bigger pop, and then Hook locks in the Kata Hajime in Philly. How fitting it is, you know, to use his dad's same move as his dad, the Red Rum, the Kata Hajime, transmission, whatever you want to call it, on Johnny Hungy, and he taps out in under 8 minutes. Match was alright. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Fans went home happy. You know, little bit of ECW nostalgia. You know, you have Taz there. You got Taz's son in the ring, and with the legend himself, RVD. And that's pretty much it. And Katie Dorbs in my bedroom getting ass shots. That's all I gotta say about that. We move on with that. So 3 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we get Toni Storm's new movie playing in picture-in-picture. Which is the best part. Don't even watch the commercial, just watch Toni Storm and her hot ass. And I think it was called, I don't know what it was called, but she's doing a quest for gold to get to full gear. So, I mean, we'll see. Maybe she's on a quest to take on either Hikaru Shida or Ruby Soho, because they're going to fight for the AEW Women's Championship later on in the show. That's pretty much it. And we move on with that. Alright, then we go to the segment of the night. Tony Khan's gift to Sting. So we have the legend himself, Tony Baloney, in the ring. And he calls out, Darby Allin, how you doing? I had to wear a suit that I didn't even get from the Men's Warehouse because I don't look good in it. I gotta throw my garbage can in Seattle. That's where I live, in a car. And I have to ride coattails with a guy that's 63 years old and weighs more and has more face paint than me because I'm so emo. Anyway, so Darby's there in his sling because of his broken shoulder that he got from Nick freaking Wayne. So he comes out with the man called Sting. It's Stink! So they come out. Sting gets on the mic, thanks Philly for the memories. Then he thanks Darby for being the best partner ever. No, you didn't. Everyone in the crowd, you can hear the crowd go, How many partners have you had? That's a slap in the face to the Ultimate Warrior for the Blade Runners. Bigger slap in the face to Lex Luger. Oh. bigger slap in the face to, Big Kevin Nash. I think you chose the wrong partner to say that. And he's like, oh yeah, you thought I meant somebody else, right? But, Darby's great, he's an up-and-comer. Yeah, but you diss Lex Luger, and even more, you diss the great Ultimate Warrior? The fuck is wrong with you, Steve Borden, you bastard? Come on. So anyway, he thanks Tony Khan for making a phone call a couple years ago, they let him grapple a little bit more. And then he gives the mic back to Tony Schiavone, who talks about the first Clash of the Champions that was Sting and Ric Flair back in 1988, I believe. Which basically put Sting on the map. And he's like, alright, let's get to Tony Khan's special gift. And he's like, I'm proud to bring this gift out. And then he goes, Then we hear, dun, 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 dun. And I'm like, no, it can't be him. How did I get him? Is he still still affiliated with WWE? I'm like, nope. And then Sting's like, and then out comes the Nature Boy! Woo! Ric Flair! I was like, what? Ric Flair is all elite? Holy shit! I wanted to do a reaction to it, but it was a little bit too late, so I'm sorry. I had it all loaded up, but it was like grainy and bleh. It's like 26 seconds I taped it, but it was like, I wanted to get him coming out to the ring, and I couldn't. Sorry, it would have been nice to get like a lot of fucking hits on that, but anyway, next time. Anyway, so Flair comes out looking amazing at 74 years old. So Flair gets on the mic, and we get before we even talk, he's like, woo! That Nature Boy, styling and woo! Profiling. So he praises Sting for Clash of the Champions, that match in 1988. Then he talks about how great and nice Sting is, well, obviously, and hopes to stick around until Sting hangs it up in March. Oh, I guess that's when, I thought it was in February, but I guess March is going to be when AEW does its first actual pay-per-view. Well, Revolution. So get your date in March for Revolution. Unless Flair forgot what date it is. I don't know. 74, he might forget. Anyway, and then we hear the music of Christian! So Christian, the TNT champion. I was hoping it'd be Jay Lethal. I was hoping for Jay Lethal to come out, and then him and Flair have another woo-off, like it did in TNA back in 2011, I think it was. That's a disgrace to the Horsemen. The Horsemen came and took a dump in the ring and left that. That's probably the segment of all segments. The Ric Flair, Jay Lethal segment from TNA. That's probably the best segment in the history of this sport. And I was hoping for another one, but not so much. I think it was the first one before the woo-off, when Jay Lethal's in the ring, and he's kind of doing the impression, and then Flair comes out, and Jay Lethal's like, I didn't mean it, I'm just, and basically, freaking, Ric Flair says, you know where you are? You're in the ring with God! I'm God! You're a little pissant! I think the week after that was the Jay Lethal promo, I think. The promo were all promos. I might be wrong, switch weeks, whatever. But instead of Jay Lethal, Christian comes out, the TNT champion, along with Luchasaurus and Nick freaking Wayne. Excuse me. Excuse me. And basically he's like, this is Tony Khan's gift to Sting? A suit, some gold chains, and a black liver? Ooh. Damn! Christian is savage. Not Randy Savage, but, you know, he's savage. Then he talks about how he wishes Flair, if Flair is God, then God should have killed Ric Flair 20 years ago. Oh. Then I think he said, like, Rick, if you team up with Sting against, you know, if you and Sting have a match or you team up, Flair is one super kick away from, you know, having his pacemaker go off or something like that. It was like, damn, shit. Then he says, if you're God and God should have killed you 20 years ago. I was like, damn, dude. Freaking savage. Holy shit. Then he starts mocking Darby for his injured arm. Then he starts making jokes about the Phillies. Nice. You know, the total savage, you know, Christian, but, you know, anytime that somebody makes fun of Philadelphia, it's a plus in my book. But I digress. Anyway, then Christian challenges Sting, Darby, and somebody else to a 6-man tag team match at Full Gear. And then I thought it was it. His music was going to play. He's like, play my music! Play my freaking music! And his music doesn't play. And then Sting gets on the mic. He's like, achoo! He sneezes. It's like, oh, damn it, I'm allergic to jackasses. It could be worse. I mean, it could be me being allergic to cockroaches. No, I'm not allergic to cockroaches. My freaking doctor, you know, she's weird. Oh, Peter, you're allergic to cockroaches. Yeah. I'm like, what? Excuse me, can you say that in my good ear, doc? I'm allergic to cockroaches? Cockroaches. Okay, doc. Anyway, if you haven't seen that short, I think it's on this channel. It is freaking epic. Freaking epic. I know you're epic too, Wrestling Cat. You're epic too, but I digress. Even she thinks it's epic. But anyway. Yeah, now I know the haters are gonna come out. Oh, he's diddling his cat again! How about you diddle my dick in your mouth? How about that? I'm not a cat diddler or anything like that. So if you think that, you're just barking up the wrong tree. You take what I say so fucking seriously and then spin it to try to get yourself some views, and it doesn't work. So go fuck yourselves, because you lost that war, you lost the pedophile war, because I'm not a pedophile and you have no proof. You still have no proof after 12 years. Now calling me a cat diddler for a stupid joke I said last year, or a year or so ago. But if I was, then how come, you know, Peter hasn't come for me? Huh? It's too late now. It's too late for the pedophile shit, and it's too late for freaking, you know, animal control and anything, all that shit. I gotta take my cat away from me. Good luck trying, but you have no proof of it. Just because I said something on YouTube sarcastically, but you take it as like I raped my cat. Idiots. Fucking idiots these people are. But you want to label me as that? That's slander. Same thing as calling me a pedophile. Slander. And it's pretty much blackmail. Blackmail, extortion, and a whole ton of shit. So, you're losing, you already lost you lost a war that you can't win. All the way back since 2015. 2012 and 2015. You lost the war. I already apologized for it since 2015. So about 9 years now going on. I've apologized for it. But you still want to bring it up because you have nothing better to talk about on your dead channel. Oh, you wanted to rape a 13-year-old kid. No, that's fake too. That's fake too. That's also blackmail. Because you used somebody's freaking kid to blackmail me. And it wasn't even the guy's account. So, nice try. And plus, that's like 3-4 years old now. Statute of limitations doesn't help you. Doesn't help you. So, fuck you. Peter gets the free pass. I'm gonna keep going around that Monopoly board. Every time I pass go, I collect $200. I already got I got so many get out of jail free cards and that, you know. So, you're losing a battle you cannot, and never will win. Sorry. It's not gonna hold up in court either, so. Because it's years ago, shit from years ago. So. Too bad. You lost your chance. You lost your chance, man. All of you have lost your chance. No pun intended, but you've lost your chance. But if you think you want to be internet cops and think you know the law, sadly you don't, because 1, free speech, 2, slander, 3, blackmail, 4, harassment, 5, doxing. So that's a crime too. Because I didn't dox you. Did I dox you? No. Did I send anything to you? No. That's another thing. Number 6, fraud. You're all fucked up. You're all seriously fucked. If I ever wanted to take any of you fucking faggots to fucking jail. Or fucking court. I could. But if you want to keep doing videos about me, go ahead. Knock yourself out, but you got nothing on me, so. Just make me more and more and more popular. And you are doing the good deed. You know what the good deed is? Acknowledging me. You know, if I'm talking about, I'm not even bringing up any names. I'm just talking about, these people that do that. So, you're losing a battle you cannot win. Mentally, physically, anything. You cannot win. So, give it up. Go talk about somebody else on your dead channel. And you think that you can own other people that are weaker than I could be? When I'm not. I'm stronger than all you people. And smarter and sexier. I mean, come on. You think you can harass weaker people and then bring their families into it? That's a BS move. That's a bullshit move, because you're taking things from online, now bringing it into a real world and trying to get people arrested and doing all this BS. Sooner or later, it's going to come back to you, and it's going to be really bad for some of you. Trust me on that. This ain't going to be me. Because I have a voice, and I will use it, so. So if you think I'm harassing people, that I'm instigating things on YouTube, no. I don't harass people. I just defend myself if I have to. And if you don't like what I have to say, too fucking bad. Like Ric Flair, the great Ric Flair said, you may not like it, but you must, well, actually Randy said it, you may not like it, but you must accept it. And you're gonna have to, like Ric Flair did say, you have to learn to live with it. Because I'm not going anywhere, whether you like it or not. On this platform. When I feel like leaving YouTube, I will leave YouTube on my terms. Not yours. Okay? So, deal with it. go fuck yourselves, get off my channel, go do your boring as fuck videos that nobody will care for and nobody watches. It is what it is. Make videos supposedly of my voice singing when it's clearly not. I have a great singing voice, unlike these garbage videos that are out now about me and other people. Just stupid. Stupid, and then the technology they use is stupid too. They really should be getting copyright claims for all the music they use. I'm just saying, but it is what it is. You want to get your rocks off with that, go ahead. But pretty much the whole pedophile thing is ancient history right now, because there's no factual proof of anything, whether it be Twitter DMs or posts or anything, or Facebook messages to 14, 15-year-old girls or anything like that. There is none, because if there was, it's from a fake account, and I already proved that many, many, many times, especially with the Twitter DMs. There isn't any Twitter DMs, because I don't even DM people on Twitter. I rarely do, unless it's a couple of my friends, that's it. Anybody else, anytime, I don't really even use Twitter that much. And I don't post some stupid things about maps or anything else. So, you're a bunch of flappers and you're a bunch of liars trying to blackmail me, and you already failed, so. And if, like I said, if I was a real dick, I could take half of you people to court, and then the judge is gonna laugh at you. Because you have no factual proof. All you got is old videos of mine. From 2012 or 2015, when I called Crap Queen hot, and I told her in 2015 that, what I said. I'm not gonna say it. But everybody's taking it as like, oh, you wanted her to do that. You don't know what double entendre means? When I say tell somebody to suck my dick, I don't literally mean suck my dick. I mean shut the fuck up. Maybe I worded it wrong, but I don't mean it in a sexual tone. Because I'm not gay. I don't swing that way. Some of you probably do. Oh, you always talk about cock with Sean. Yeah, but do I want Sean's cock? No. That was years ago. And I was making the Blue Chew jokes. Not because I'm saying it, because Prince Idol at the time, me and him were like talking about Blue Chew. It's like, oh, Sean takes Blue Chew because he can't please Jen, That's old stuff. Old stuff. I already apologized to Sean. I don't even talk to Sean anymore. I don't care what he does. I don't give a shit what Sean does. Wrestling cartoon being weird again, as usual. But like I said, I don't talk to Sean. I don't care what he does. I really don't care. If he wants to take, another person to court because that person is blackmailing him and harassing him, that's on him. But is he gonna do it? Probably not. I don't know. He's been saying he wants to sue people for years and he's gonna take people to court. Never has. Though from what Prince Idol was telling me like a year or two ago that Sean sent him like cease and desist things, I don't think was true, but it is what it is. That's a year or two ago, and I don't talk to Prince Idol anymore, and I don't talk to people like Lauren anymore, or anybody that I was affiliated with last year, like Chase. I could care less what Chase does these days. Double Z, don't really care about him that much anymore. Brandon Martin, he has a great show, Brandon Ray podcast. Great for him. Same thing with Jordan. Jordan has his own channel, his own show. I wish him a lot of success. Eric Lima, wish him a lot of success. I'm sorry I'm bringing you up, but it's reference. And if you don't like it, too bad. And everybody else, that I kind of threw under the bridge, like Nick, one of my best friend, Nick. I mean, I threw him under the bridge, and it hurts, and I hurt him a lot. But, we're still kind of talking. We don't talk a lot. We see each other every once in a while. But that's pretty much it. I let Nick do his own business, live his life, and I let, his friends like Eric and Jordan, Brandon, everybody else on the Rant and Rate podcast, and, Double Z and Chase, let them do their own thing. Let them live their own lives. But I'm pretty much over what happened last year. Pretty much over it. It sucked because I lost all their friendship and trust. I'll probably never ever get it back. That's fine. But if they knew the truth, which was that these people are blackmailing me, Leon Calavera was right. Just saying. I'm just saying. He was right the whole time. Because he proved half of that stuff about me being a pedophile. And all those Facebook DMs were fake. And I know the person that made them. I already know who it is. It's not the person you think it is, but one of two people. And they know who they are, and they're pretty much dead on this website. They're gone. Fuck them. But that's what happened. I got framed, and I got blackmailed by those pretty much two people. Really three people if you think about it, but it's really the main two people. I'm not going to say their names, but I think we all pretty much know. If you've been following me on YouTube for so long, you probably know two of them. And not the ones that I was feuding with for the last 3 years. Oh, it's 4 years now. Not those idiots either, so. But I digress on that. But if any of them comes across this video, I'm just going to tell you guys that you should have trusted me before. And I'm sorry that I got involved with another guy from another state with all the doxing and garbage that was sent to you, and your families were all harassed and everything. That's on me. I take full responsibility for that. But still, the whole things they told you about me being a pedophile, and the bad joke I said on another person's channel. That was just being sarcastic. It wasn't meant to be taken like, oh, Peter rapes his cat. No. It is what it is. But you guys think that, then so be it. But the whole pedophile thing, I'm telling you guys right now, I was framed, and it's blackmail. I'm being blackmailed by a few people. So. And that's me being real. I'm not lying. I'm not changing the story on anything. Pretty much what I said, defending myself, everything I said has been pretty much the truth. And if you don't believe me, fuck you. That's it. But you still want to believe assholes that have no fucking proof. Then go believe an asshole. You don't want to believe the real source? Then fine. Go fuck yourselves. Don't need you. I don't need you to be my friend. I don't need you on my channel or in my life. I don't give a shit. I'm just telling you now and for the final time. I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a cat diddler or anything like that. Okay? I'm not perfect. Who is? Nobody's perfect on this website or in real life. Nobody is perfect. Alright? And I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get away from all this crap. It's hard. But still, I get like every day, it's the same freaking thing. It's like Groundhog Day every day. Peter's a pedophile. Peter's this and that and that. Boring as fuck videos made about me. They're boring. They are fucking boring. Comments about me, boring. People making fun of my girl, calling her Shrek. You're just jealous because you don't get enough pussy that I do. So it is what it is. You're not married. You're not this and that. You're just sitting at home on a computer in your mama's basement, smoking a bowl or whatever you're doing. It is what it is. You're not gonna amount to anything in life if you're gonna, devote a channel to me or other people. But if you get a lot of views, good for you. Good for you. Keep chasing that clout. Keep chasing that clout. And those views are really ours. Thank you. So, but it is what it is. But, like I said, to those people that I mentioned before, you should have believed me before, and I'm sorry I got you involved in my drama, and I should have listened to some of you guys' advice, so I take responsibility for that, and, I'm over it now, and I'm trying to get better. It's just taking a long time, but, I'm not perfect, but each day I'm trying to get better. At least I'm trying. So you gotta give me that, so. But it is what it is, and that's that. I got a new circle of friends that are great people. These idiots are trying to go after them. It's gonna fail miserably. But it is what it is. So to those people, if you want my friendship back, I know it's not going to be easy because I can't get your trust back ever, but at least talk to me and be nice. But, we don't have to be friends. We can be civil. That's it. Just say, hey, what's going on? Come in my, leave a comment if you wish. I don't give a shit. You can hit me up on social media. I don't think I have any one of you guys blocked. Maybe a couple, but. But you want to keep me blocked? That's fine. That's fine. You want me to have a lifetime ban in your chat? That's fine. Would it be Jordan or Brandon or Chase or whoever, or Double Z? I don't give a shit. But, if you don't want to talk to me for the rest of your life, that's great. That's fine. You have a great life and great success in whatever you do. I'm going to do the same thing. And that's it. So, if we cross paths again in the future, we'll see what happens with that. But, like I said, some of you guys may never get trust back. I may not be able to trust you either, but still. Like I said, I was framed, I was blackmailed by these idiots. So, you want to believe me? Fine. You want to believe them? Fine. But still, the truth is, there is no proof I'm a pedophile. It's all taken out of context. And pretty much, it's old as shit. Pedophile thing is going on 12 years now. And some other things are going on for 4 years. I think it's time to kind of hit the move on button. To some of you, I really think you need to hit the move on button and go do something else with your life. Like get a job and get some actual real life pussy. But you want to keep doing what you do, then you're going to go down a road that you're not going to come back from. Trust me on that. You're not going to come back from the road that you're going to go down. Because you're going down a dark road. And eventually, it's going to catch up to you. I said that from the beginning of YouTube. I thought everything, I was gonna have fun on YouTube, meet a lot of good people, which I did. I still have a few good friends from back in the day, and I have some new friends that I'm pretty damn friendly with, and you know, I love them to death and everything. They really helped me out with my depression as of late. I thank them for that, and I'll always remember that. Remember that when I leave this website, or whenever I do, whenever I die, which won't be for another like 40, 50 years, maybe, I don't know, but it is what it is. So to the friends I do have, thank you very much for subbing to me, and at least being there for me when I need you guys the most. And to those people in the past that left me, well, I hope you have great success on your channels and in life. And like I said, I'll say it one more time, if our paths ever do cross, let's just talk civilly and not worry about drama or anything like that. Because that's what all these people want to do, just start drama and end friendships with lies and all this other shit. Okay? So, that is my public service announcement for tonight. And whether it goes out to those people or goes out on the internet, I don't give a shit. I'm just telling the truth like I always do, with no cap. I don't even need receipts, because I don't need to do that, so. I'm not an evil person like these people think I am. I'm not. I mean, if you get on my bad side, yeah, I'm gonna scream and rant and do legendary rants on my legendary rant channel. That still nobody can beat me at. And I'm not gonna go debate on panels to debate people unless it's an actual real person that I know, like Otaku or Joe Cronin or whoever. But to all these other people, no. I don't need to waste my time and then be ganged up like 5-on-1, 10-on-1, whatever. I'm not Sean from like 2015, okay? He deserved that, but still. It's in the past now. And Sean's a different person, I'm a different person. No, everybody was in that legendary WJ chat's a different person now. And Sean's in a better place, Like I said, I don't care what he does, but I hope he's in a better place. He's got a girl now, People think, he's an unfit father, but well, technically, yes, because he doesn't have a real job, but still, he's still a person. He can still, do things and see his daughter, who's not, is older now. I don't even know how old she is. Like, gotta be about almost close to 10, maybe 11 years old. So she's growing up to be a young lady, Sean's ex is with some other guy now. I don't know, she was a black guy. I don't know who she's with, but she's happy with whoever she's with. Sean's happy with his current girl. I'm happy with Rosa. Everybody else is happy with who they with. But you got these assholes online that are just what they are. Assholes. Major asshole. Pretty much. So, that's what they are. Major assholes on their lame as fuck dead channels. Trying to harass people that are weak. Blackmail them. And then them getting falsely arrested or doing criminal things, because that's what they are. That's what they are. Criminals. Because, by the way, doxing is a crime. And that's what you're doing. You think it's private information. It's not. It's public information, I should say. But it's private. Do we give out your information? No. It'd be kind of stupid to do that in retaliation, but people like me don't need to do that crap. We don't need the waste police resources or anything like that, or the hard-working men and women in the food industry. I don't need to waste time doing that. And money. Thing about it, money too. But I don't do that shit. I don't need to retaliate in that way. Or with this either, unless it comes when push comes to shove, but still. I'm my own person. So, I will defend myself if I need to, but pretty much I step away, so, But if I have to go into a back and forth, which I've done for many years, most of the time I win. People think I lose. I don't really lose. And if I do lose, I get right back up and kick some more ass. So you can say that, we win, yeah. Yapping out your vagina. But in reality, you lose. Because I'm still here. And I will always be here to give my opinion on the world of professional wrestling or whatever the fuck I want to talk about. You like it? Great. You don't? Then stay jealous. Because I'm not going anywhere and I will not be shut up. I have a voice and I will use it because it's free speech. You can have free speech too, but, but when you use it to harass people, then it's not so much free speech. Because you're using it to harass people. And the things you do, the things you do to harass people and try to ruin their lives is going to come back to bite you. So you want to ruin your lives, you're 20, 30 years old, you want to ruin your lives and not even see 40, 50, 60? By all means, go ahead, ruin your lives. On YouTube and off YouTube. Me, I got a great life, I got a great wife, I got great friends, great family. I go out, I work, make the money that you really wish you had, but all in all, I live my life and I don't really give two flying fucks what people think of me. You don't like me? Too bad. You will acknowledge me, you will respect me eventually. I don't have to respect some of you, because I never will. For some of you, I never will give you any respect. For the shit you've done to me, my friends, and my family. I would never give you respect, and I will never forgive you. And that's pretty much it. So that's my long as fuck public service announcement for tonight. So if you want to use it in a video, don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, because I'm going to keep doing what I do, living my life to the best of my ability. I got big things planned for myself going into the end of this year and in 2024. A lot of things planned that I hopefully will get to and hopefully does happen. But I can't predict what's going to come today, tomorrow, the next year, the next month, the next 10 years, the next 20 years. I'm going to be 47 in December. I'm getting close to living half my life. And I want to, enjoy the second half of my life with the missus and my family. My parents are not getting any older. They're getting pretty much up there, They're pretty much up there. I'll just say that. But I want to spend as much time as I can with them before they pass on, and then I have to live my own life on my own, whether it be with the missus, with another person, and still hopefully have a good fan base and friend base, and form new friendships, meet new people, which I have for this past year. I've met a lot of good people. And I'm hopefully going to meet more in the future. But that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So you can put me down, you can make lame as fuck videos about me, I don't give a shit. And that's it. I'm just going to be me, like great song by De La Soul, me, myself, and I. That's how I'm going to be. I'm going to be myself. And I'm going to say what I got to say about wrestling or anything in general. And when people like Otaku or anybody else does videos, I'm gonna, if I want to put my opinion in there, I will put my opinion in there. But if you think I'm starting shit, no. And if I do, I finish it. Because you're not gonna finish it. That's a damn fact. And that's it. Let me move on with that. Alright, enough about that. Now I'm done talking. I'm gonna take a quick drink break because my voice is going. Alright, thank you for, I'm sorry I wasted half of my time talking about that shit, but it is what it is. Alright, so where we left off on your AEW Dynamite review, so Christian comes out being a savage, says, Ric Flair, you should have died 20 years ago if you think you're God. Then he makes fun of the Phillies. It's always great. Then, like I said, he makes the challenge at Full Gear in a 6-man tag team match with himself, Luchasaurus, and Nick freaking Wayne against Sting, Darby, and a mystery opponent, which could be Edge. I think it's Edge. Most likely will be Edge. And then that's pretty much it. Great to see Ric Flair. I was shocked that he came out. I was thinking it was gonna be Jay Lethal, coming out. Woo! And then Nature Boy Jay Lethal coming out. That would have been funny. Then Christian comes out. But Ric Flair now is all elite, even if it was for that one time only. But Sting's final match will be in March of 2024 for Revolution. Against who? I thought when Ric Flair came out, I'm like, oh no, we're going to get 75-year-old Ric Flair against 63-year-old Sting. Do we really want to see that? Not so much. Not really. Not really. I don't want to see 75-year-old Ric Flair die in the ring. You know what I mean? So it's good to see Rick, and that was pretty much it. So kind of a shock tonight to see Ric fucking Flair, of all people, come out and be all elite. And that's it. Alright, so I gave that segment 4 out of 5 stars. Just another memorable segment on AEW TV. And that's it. And we move on. Alright, now, we go to a video from earlier in the day with Renee Paquette sitting down with the Wizard, the Champion, the Ocho, the Demo God, whatever you want to call him. Chris Jericho talks about how Powerhouse Will Hobbs basically ripped him apart a couple weeks ago, banged him up, but the real damage might have been to his ego. So Jericho is thinking about some revenge, but he's like, well, I need someone bigger than Hobbs. Well, I got a lot of friends, and some are bigger than Will Hobbs. So he's like, well, as luck would have it, I have the perfect person that fits that description. And maybe it's time to call them up. So everybody's like, well, who could that be? Well, pretty much it's the Big Show. So kind of a tease to Jericho coming back. Former tag team champions, by the way. And maybe a Paul White versus Will Hobbs matches in the future. Captain Insano is coming back. We'll see what happens with that. So stay tuned to AEW TV because you might see the Big Show. Not on commentary, but in his first match. I think his second match. I think he had one way back when, I forgot when, but it is what it is. And that's that. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, then we go back to the arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And we have a 6-man tag team match for the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles, which is now being called the Ring of Honor Trios titles, even though they were named, Justin Roberts said the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team belts. But to each their own. Anyway, so we had the Hardy Boys of Matt Hardy, Delete, and Jeff Hardy, dude! Teaming up with Brother Zay, can I get a... And they team up to take on the champions, the Hung Bucks of Hangman Adam Page, about to do some cowboy shit. And he teams up with the Young Bucks. Matt and Nick Jackson. So they come out. So match was... It was alright. Nothing great. 10-minute match. It's also with Brother Zay and the Hardys coming out. Brother Zay's in the ring, gets sent into the wrong corner to start. Then the Hangman comes in with a top rope clothesline. Then it's pretty much Matt Jackson versus Matt Hardy, with one of the mats winning a slug out. And then Matt Hardy hits a side effect for a near fall. And then all 6 men in the ring. The champions get sent to the floor. And Matt Hardy and Brother Zay do the Young Bucks pose. As we go to break, we come back. Matt Jackson fights out of trouble. Brings in the Hangman to clean house. Goes with Deadeye, and Brother Zay slips out of it. And get the silly string into the DDT. Plants the Hangman. And then, once again, everything breaks down. All 6 men in the ring again. Brother Zay hits a big flippy dibbity-doo onto Nick Jackson and Adam Page. Goes to a swanton. He hits it on Matt Jackson for a near fall. But the Bucks come right back, and it's a super kick party on both of the Hardy Boys. And then Brother Zay is the legal man in the ring. And then the Bucks hit the BTE trigger, knocking Brother Zay for a loop. And he's knocked out. They go for the cover. 1, 2, 3. The Hung Bucks, still your reigning, defending 6-man tag team champions of the world. The match is alright. Gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Then after the match, oh boy. The champs celebrate. Then we get a video of my good friend, the now Prince of the Prophecy and the Prince of the Purge. That's my good friend. He's from Brooklyn. Prince Nana of the Mogul Embassy. Swerve when I drive. Swerve when I drive. Speaking of Swerve, he's there with Swerve. And he's in Adam Page's house. Holy shit. I'm like, did AEW just pull a Seth Rollins going into Edge's house? Yeah, pretty much they did. So Swerve rips up what appears to be a drawing from Adam Page's kid on the refrigerator. And then, I don't know where Nana went. I can only assume where he went. Probably to bang Mrs. Page. Who knows? And then Swerve's on the couch, talking shit. Then they kind of hear something. And I think Nana and Swerve go into the baby's room, and the baby's in the crib. I'm like, oh boy. Now we're getting into Bray Wyatt territory. Wait, remember when Bray Wyatt, I think it was Edge goes into, it was Edge. No, it was, not Edge, it was, The Miz. Remember when Bray Wyatt had the puppets from the Firefly Funhouse in the baby's crib? And freaking Miz and Maurice are going completely berserk? So not only they took the storyline from Seth Rollins going to Edge's house, they took the storyline of Bray Wyatt kind of playing around, tormenting Miz and Maurice. And I think it was, Madison's room when they had the second kid. Because Monroe was, already growing up and everything. That was kind of freaky. So Swerve talks to the baby about Adam Page costing him a title shot. And then he's like, ooh, he's like talking to the baby. Like, oh, the baby's not, I don't even know if the baby was even in the crib. Who knows? Then he takes out a Mogul Embassy shirt and throws it at the kid. And he's like, never forget. And then Prince Nana comes in the room and is like, we gotta go! We gotta go! You're like freaking Adam Page, like ran out of the freaking ring, goes all the way in the back. Like, you'd think that he legit was going to the house. The dude lives in what? I think he lives in Virginia now? I don't know where he lives. I think it's Virginia. So he took like a 2, maybe 3 hour drive down the turnpike to get to Virginia. Got there a little bit too late there, Hangman. Just saying. This kind of gave me freaking Stone Cold Steve Austin, Loose Cannon, Brian Pillman vibes too. But I think that's the greatest home invasion angle ever. Because Brian Pillman had the Glock. You know what I mean? Or the Triple H Randy Orton home invasion, where Triple H threw Randy Orton out the window. But I still think the best one of all time is Brian Pillman, basically about to almost legit murder Stone Cold Steve Austin in his own house with Melanie Pillman next to him. And I think she was either pregnant with Brian Pillman Jr. or one of their kids. But still, it was kind of creepy. Not that, well, that segment was creepy in itself. It was legendary, but still. Swerve going into Adam Page's house, going into the baby's room, and then throwing a t-shirt at him. Or her. You know, this storyline is just getting better and better, and Paige is going to be pissed. And I don't know what kind of match they're going to have at Full Gear. Maybe like a Texas Death Match or something, because that's Adam Page's specialty. But the way that Adam Page wants to kill him, this might be like legit ultra violent or really hardcore. We feel like Mox versus Kenny the first time, not the electric barbed wire that failed. I don't think Tony Khan's gonna ever live that down and ever do that again. And if he does, he better call the people from FMW and CCW to do that. Not even CCW, because they don't do that anymore. They really should call Onita's company, FMWE, to do that explosion stuff. And do it right this time. Because you don't want to you don't want to have to really relive Revolution 2021, I think. Or 22, which one it was. I think it was 21 or 22. You don't want to do that. If you want to do an electric barbed wire match, then take some notes from Onita, okay? Just saying, Tony Khan. I'm just saying. Watch some tape. Or you just call Matt Tremont, he'll tell you how to do it. Guy almost died against Onita in not one, but 2 barbaric matches with barbed wire bombs and all that other exploding shit that Onita loves to do. Onita's getting close to like 70 years old. Do you think he's going to keep doing it? No. Well, maybe because he's a sick fuck, but the things they do in FMWE, crazy. I don't know how anybody survives that. Women doing it from back in the day, from FMW up to now. I mean, Io, my third wife, Io, got hit with a barbed wire baseball bat, not once, but twice in Japan. Once in the face. I don't know how she survived that, but I mean, I see all these people in Japan freaking getting hit with, like, freaking baseball bats that explode, getting put through tables and ladders that explode. Rockets are coming out from the freaking aisleway, explode the ring. I'm like, damn. Surprised the fans are not getting hurt. But that's what Onita is. He's a sick fuck. Those people in Japan are bigger, sicker fucks, but I love Japan. So stay the great people that you are, you sick fucks in Japan. And konnichiwa to all the ladies out there in Japan. I love you all. You can suck on my dick long time. And then later we have sushi. But that's during... Oh, well, we have more sushi, real life sushi. But I'll have the sushi first. And then you can have the sausage later. And the Italian cream. And milk. But I digress. I'm such a savage. But in any case, so we get that. So we'll see what happens with Swerve, Nana, and what Adam Page is gonna do next. Because this feud is going into a level that is getting really personal. And we'll have to see what happens with them in the next couple weeks. And I think they're going to have a barbaric match at freaking Full Gear. But we'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. Speaking of guys that got home invaded, speaking of Adam Copeland, Edge. So we have Edge in the back with Renee, says he's not going to fight Christian. But then Darby Allin and Sting, they come in, and basically Sting gets in Edge's face and like really gives him a pep talk, like a talking to, ripped him a new a-hole. Tells Adam that you're missing what's in front of him. Says I've been in this game for so long and I see right through people. He talks about having blinders on, about people like Lex Luger, Flair, back in the day. So basically he tells Edge to listen to me and open your fucking eyes. Wake up! Because Christian is not to be trusted. Obviously. So we'll see what happens with that, what Edge does in the next week or two. And that's that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the credit death slot. Around 9:25, 9:30 in the evening. So we got the women in action. We got the women in action for the women's title. Hikaru Shida defending her title against Ruby Soho. Who basically comes out by herself. You can see no sight of Saraya Knight. Paige. I wonder where she was. Don't ask. But anyway, starts with Ruby taking Shida down to start. They fight over a fruit roll-up and roll around the ring. It's always nice. Until Shida gets a near fall. Then she rains down right hands in the corner, but Ruby grabs no future. But Shida went to the floor. We're going to break and come back. Shida wins a slugfest, grabs her torture rack drop, and continues to beat down. But then Ruby comes back, but with nothing else working for her, she grabs the spray paint, and then the referee sees it. I think it was Aubrey Edwards, and then she pretends like, she sprayed me. And she's like, I didn't do that. Me do nothing. What are you talking about? And when that doesn't work, Ruby grabs the belt as Shida has the spray paint. And then she tries to spray Ruby with it, but she sprays her own belt with it. Right in front of the referee. I'm like, oh, this is not disqualification? Aubrey? Oh, that's right. There is no disqualifications in AEW. So then Aubrey takes the belt, puts it in the corner, and turns her back for like 15 seconds. And then Ruby hits Destination Unknown for a near fall. I don't know how Shida kicked out of that, but anyway. Then she hits No Future, but then Shida comes right back with a quick katana, that leg thing she does, for a near fall. Then there's an exposed turnbuckle during the match, which Shida did, Ruby did. Shida then managed to kick Ruby into the exposed turnbuckle, then hits the katana, but not so good, Al. But somehow, she retains the title in over 9 minutes. So, Shida wins and retains. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Timeless Tony Storm comes out with Luther, Jericho's friend Luther, with her. So I guess he's gone from the Spanish Announce Project, the SAP, with Angelico and Serpentico, just now a tag team. Luther is basically now gone. He's now Tony Storm's bodyguard now. Okay. So that's what happens when you try to take a name from the SATs, the Spanish announce team led by my mentor, Joel Maximo, with his brother, Jose. And you think about Amazing Red, but still. Should have named yourself something else. Because you were about to get sued by Joel and Jose Maximo. Now you can't even call yourselves the Spanish Announce Project. because you broke it up. Good. Fuck you, man. That's all I gotta say about that. And we move on with that. Alright, so Toni Storm comes out. They have a stare down. So it looks like Toni Storm is gonna have her quest for gold continue on until Full Gear, where she will face Hikaru Shida for the AEW Women's Championship, and she will get the belt back, I believe, for the second time? I could be wrong on the third time, maybe. But we'll see what happens with that. And that's pretty much it. I think in 2024, I think Jamie Hayter will come back and win back the belt. Because we haven't seen her in a few months. Because I think she has a shoulder injury or some type of leg injury, I think. She's been out a long time. You know, Britt Baker, we don't see her much on Dynamite that much. We don't even see her on Rampage or Collision that much either. So we really got nothing. She got really nothing to do because she's taking care of her man, Adam Cole baby, at home in Florida. And she's got, you know, she has her real life job being a dentist because she's Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby. So we got that. Rebel basically doing nothing except for OnlyFans. I don't know if she has OnlyFans. If she does, I mean, good for her. But she's been putting up a lot of sexual pictures on Twitter, on her Twitter. Probably on Instagram too, and maybe if she has an OnlyFans, probably there too. But we haven't seen Rebel. Now she's not a brunette anymore, she's blonde now. Still looks hot. I still fuck her, but still. I digress on that. We move on. So we'll see what happens with Toni Storm and Hikaru Shida. As we go to Full Gear. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to the back where we see MJF being attended to by the trainer. He's getting his arm or shoulder iced down. Blah, 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 blah. But then he comes in asking for like an update and everything. And talks to him about Kenny, his match with Kenny on Saturday night for the AEW World title. But then Samoa Joe comes in. And I thought they were going to fight. But Joe's like, you know, I'm an honest man. I know what you're going through right now. You have a lot of people on you, you know, gunning for you, including myself. But he says, I have a proposition for you. I'm offering to be your friend to fight all these guys out. So Max just doesn't think about it for a minute. He says, okay, Joe, you'll be my friend. You can be my partner. You're my whatever. He's like, but here's the catch, Max. You have to give me another shot at the AEW World title, my rematch from Grand Slam. And Joe says, you don't have to give me the answer, but it's coming, and you will give me that answer in due time. And I'm just like, Gonna think about it. He's gonna think about it. I wouldn't trust Joe there, Max. I wouldn't trust him. So Max got lots of people gunning for him. Joe, Wardlow, Kenny, Jay White, most of the Bullet Club. A lot of people, and he's on his own. And MJ's basically on his own island because his best friend in the whole wide world, Adam Cole, baby, is sitting at home playing on Twitch, playing video games, you know, and getting nursed back to health by his hot fucking fiancée, almost wife, Britt Baker, baby. And now he's getting hounded by Roddy and the Kingdom too. So what are you gonna do on your own island? Unless if you're Roman, you can do whatever you want, but, you know. Still, Max got some problems. You know, Max has 99 problems, 99 plus problems, but a bitch ain't one. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I give that 3 to 5 stars. Then we go to your main event of the evening. Finally, we get to the main event after 2 hours and 10 minutes of this video. So finally, we go to the main event of the evening. We have Bryan Danielson, yes, and Claudio Castagnoli of the Blackpool Cut Club taking on the kind of dream team of the IC belt holder, that's freshly squeezed orange juice, Orange Cassidy, and the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, or Kazuchika Okada, whatever you want to call him. You know, this was a great match. The fans were like ready, like on the edge, no pun intended, of their seats, waiting for Danielson and Okada to go at it. But Okada and Claudio went at it to start. Fans were like, interesting. I'm interested. Impressive. So we got that. So they went back and forth. And match lasted almost 16 and a half minutes. We get the Danielson and Okada go at it. I'm like, damn, is this Forbidden Door 2 all over again? Pretty much. Get an elbow to the face by Okada, then another one in the corner. Sets up a DDT for a near fall. Get back up. Some kicks stagger Okada. Danielson goes for the bell lock, but it gets blocked. Then Danielson flips over him in the corner. And then they run the ropes and they hit each other with a flying cross body, knocking both men down. And then Orange Cassidy comes in for some lazy kicks, and then Claudio's like, really? And then Orange's like, oh, I better get serious now. Starts kicking him really hard in the chest, but Claudio doesn't give a shit. Picks him up, and Orange Cassidy hits the Stone Dog Millionaire. Then he hits the Tornado DDT on Claudio. Okada has to make the save. Then Orange Cassidy tries for the Orange Punch. Gets pulled out of mid-air. And then we're going swinging! And Claudio swings her for a while. And then he kind of stops. He's like, ah! And then swings her some more. Then he locks in the Scorpion Deathlock. Okada has to come in again for the save. Kicks Claudio down. Hits the top rope elbow. Not the Macho Man elbow, but the top rope elbow. And then he does the Rainmaker pose. They pull back. And then Orange Cassidy comes in and hugs him. They pull back again with the Best Friends pull back. Gotta give the fans what they want. And then while that's going on, Bryan Danielson breaks that up. But then Okada tries for the Rainmaker. And we got a lot of counters and everything. And then Orange Cassidy knocks Danielson right in the mush with the Orange Punch. Right into Okada, who hits Danielson in the face with the Rainmaker, knocks him out, and we see like Danielson like going, like holding his face by the apron, and then Claudio comes in and hits that springboard Tiger uppercut on Okada. Then Orange Cassidy tries for the Orange Punch, but he gets picked up at him in midair, and then boom, Tiger uppercut, 1, 2, 3. In under 16 and a half minutes, Claudio and Bryan Danielson get the win. I was thinking Okada would get the win because, it's Okada. But still, the Blackpool Cup Club get the win over Okada and Orange Cassidy. So Orange Cassidy took the pin. Might be an international title match coming your way, but we'll see what happens with that. So, match was great. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, we see Danielson, Bryan Danielson, he's on the apron. He's like going like this. I thought he broke his nose, but then we see Doc Samson like attending to him, and then referees are coming in. Wheeler Yuta, Moxley, they come in. Hook comes out. They're all worried about Bryan, and I think Doc Samson was like going towards his eyes, or maybe an orbital bone. He broke his orbital bone. Because they're going like this, and they have like water going over the eye. I'm thinking Okada legit, once again, put Bryan Danielson on the shelf. Because he broke his forearm after Forbidden Door. That's why we didn't see Bryan until, I think, Grand Slam. Or maybe, around Grand Slam. And now Okada hit the Rainmaker and probably hit Danielson right in the eye with it and broke Danielson's orbital bone, or maybe his cheekbone, I don't know, but Danielson was out. Doc Samson comes out. Maybe I think a couple other medics come out to check on Bryan. Hook comes out. He's in the ring. It wasn't even near Danielson. But Wheeler Yuta, Moxley, Doc Samson, and Rocco Romero was there. I think Chucky T and Trent. And, basically everybody else was kind of getting Okada away. And Okada's just, like, staring at freaking Danielson. He's like, ooh, like, mocking what he did. I'm like, God damn, Okada, you a crazy fuck or what? So, it looks like Okada doesn't give a shit about Danielson. And I'm thinking, a lot of people are saying that we might get Okada versus Danielson 2 at Wrestle Kingdom 18 in January. It depends on the injury to Danielson. Maybe we'll see Danielson with like not one arm, but one-eyed Willie. Had the patch over his eye, basically facing Okada with one eye. Not that he's done that before against remember back in Ring of Honor, where Morishima basically beat the fuck out of him, almost took his eye. And then Danielson comes back and basically beats Morishima with one good eye. Busted his eye wide open again, but still beat him. I think it was in New York too we beat him. I could be wrong, but... But still, I think we're going to get that. I think Danielson's going to be out for the next month or so. And then eventually he's going to challenge Okada in Japan at Wrestle Kingdom 18. So probably going to get Okada back in Japan. I think because they're going to do the Super Tag League coming up. And I think they got an event in December. So probably in the next few weeks, Danielson's going to cut a promo and saying that, it's like, you took my arm, you took my eye, and now I'm going to take your soul, or something like that. And then Danielson Okada at Wrestle Kingdom 18, notwithstanding Sanada and Naito for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship on whatever night that is, probably night 1 or 2. I mean, those two matches alone are going to really make Wrestle Kingdom a must-watch, which it still is. But those two matches are going to be bangers. And I can't wait for that, so... So, like I said, it looks like, Okada wants a rematch with Danielson, and he's going to get it at Wrestle Kingdom 18, January the 4th or 5th in Japan. And then we'll see what happens with that match. So it's going to be a banger, I'll tell you that. So that's it, and that ends a very, no pun intended, chaotic edition of Dynamite. And I gave Dynamite really good rating, 8.25 out of 10. Probably the best Dynamite in the last few weeks. And hopefully Tony Khan can keep that momentum going in the next couple shows, leading to Full Gear. Same thing, do the same thing with Rampage on Friday night. And Collision is going to be a banger this weekend. Danielson. Not what am I saying, Danielson? Kenny and MJF for the belt. That's going to be in the main event. That's going to be an epic banger of a match. And we'll see what happens with that. And much more this weekend on Rampage and Collision. So, watch it. We got Roman on the show on Friday night to sign a contract with him and Eli Drake. And Friday night is it's not the go-home show. Next week's the go-home show. So we got Roman on the show, so gonna be a great SmackDown, because it's Roman on the show. We must acknowledge the Tribal Chief. Put up your ones. And that's pretty much it. But like I said, 8.25 out of 10 stars for Dynamite. And then we'll see what happens this Friday night on Rampage, and then Saturday night on a very exciting edition of Collision. We got SmackDown as well, and that's that. So, that is it. So that's it for my video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna probably lose my voice, but I gotta get to bed real quick. I gotta get up, and in a few hours to start my half day of work, and then I gotta go out to do some errands. And then, that's pretty much it. Do what I gotta do. And then I will be back tomorrow night with your Ring of Honor review. I will be doing it this week. Excuse me. I meant to do it last week, and I forgot. So, apologize for that. But I will be doing Ring of Honor this week. And then, Friday night, I will be out most of Friday because I got things to do. And then the weekend, I got to celebrate my dad's birthday and everything. So, I'm going to be pretty busy this weekend. And, so, your SmackDown review will come on Friday night, but a little bit late Friday night. So, I'll be coming home from a party. But, that's that. So, I'll do SmackDown late Friday night. And then I'll do Rampage on Saturday. I'll be pretty much not so busy on Saturday. So, do that. And then late Saturday night on the Killer Demons channel, your Collision review, and then pretty much Sunday, I'm taking off, and I need a day off, or 2, or 3, or more, but I'll be taking most of Sunday off, and then we're back at it again on Halloween Eve, this Monday night, for the Halloween edition of Monday Night Raw. Then we got Halloween Havoc, Night 2, on Halloween, and then we start November off with Dynamite, and then November the 3rd, we got the go-home show for SmackDown before Crown Jewel, and Rampage. We got Rampage as well. Then we got Collision going head-to-head against, well, not head-to-head, but the same day as Crown Jewel. So I'll do my predictions on early Friday afternoon, November the 3rd. Next Friday, I'll be doing those predictions for Full Gear, and then next Saturday night, November the 4th, I will be doing, I will do my, well, I'll see if I can get the Crown Jewel review up before, Rampage goes on the air at 8. We'll see what happens with that, and then I'll do the Collision review on next Sunday, November the 5th, and then that'll pretty much be it. So, maybe a little bit of a change in my scheduling for the videos and my predictions and everything else, the news or whatever comes their way. And that's pretty much it. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to sleep. I think you should too, if you haven't already. But that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cookoot. And if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. That's pretty much it. You're not down with that, go fuck yourself. And continue to acknowledge me, you sons of bitches. You love me so much. I love you too, man, but not like that. I don't even love you. I hope you all rot in hell and go fuck, and may Satan Almighty eat your soul. And that's pretty much it, because some of you, you're going to hell. You're gonna go to hell when you die. And some of you, you're gonna burn in hell. Pretty much as you will rot in well, you'll rot in hell and you'll rot in prison. That's where you're gonna be. And rot away your pathetic lives. And that's pretty much it. So, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm out. Peace!